The Variety Myoelectric program has a long history. It began in 1981 through the auspices of Milt London and Larry Morawa, an orthopedic surgeon. And through their tutelage and their devoted medical attention to kids with limb deformities, that this program has been allowed to continue and to grow.
Myoelectric program is a program where we have the ability to provide myoelectric prosthesis to kids who have some sort of limb difference, whether they were born with that or they acquired that through some kind of illness or otherwise. With these prosthetics, we are focusing mostly on just getting them ready for, I know what a prosthetic feels like, I am developing strength symmetrically. We will then transition them to something that's called a one-site prosthetic. It's a myoelectric. They basically use their muscles in their residual arm to open the arm, and it'll passively close for them so they can work on their grasp. And this is kind of developmentally appropriate for toddlers and kiddos that are maybe a year and a half to 3 years old. We need a really big one, last one, ready? Once they get a little bit older, they'll transition to a two-site prosthetic.
He could decide how much to open, how much to close, when to open, when to close. So this is his third, probably of many.
Nice! Good job, dude!
Look at that!
Now he's learning that it's easier to ride his bike.
Way to go! Oh, look at you!
It's easier for him to play with his cars. So he's really learning that this prosthetic is helpful to him.
I think the program for us was just, it was just a shining beam of hope when we really needed it. We've been supported every step of the way.
Perfect. Can you get it green for me?
It's been wonderful to watch him progress through this.
Socially, he's really comfortable with his prosthetic arm.
It changed my life because I was able to go out without everyone just questioning me again and again.
That has boosted his confidence a lot. That is one of the biggest change that I think this has helped us in our family. He can do stuff which typically would be difficult doing it with a single hand. He rides his bike. He loves biking during summers. He does it a lot.
I'm able to even now ride with this hand just by itself, and basically everything, it's like the same hand.
And then there are a lot of things that he does around the house. Simple things like tying his shoelace or while eating using his prosthetic arm.
I just like it the way it works, and it's really easy to control once you figure out how to do it.
I think my life would be a lot different without these prostheses. I think I would have had a harder time growing up trying to define who it is that I want to be and what it is that I want to do. And it's helped me reach goals. It's helped me develop confidence. It's helped me step outside of my comfort zone. And I think without all of those things, I wouldn't be where I am today or the person that I am today. I've chosen to be an occupational therapist because growing up with a prosthesis, I think I found what it is that I want to do. And it's something that I'm passionate about and something that I think will allow others that I work with to, be inspired and, be able to look at me and say, well, look at her, my occupational therapist. If she's doing it, then I can do it. And so I think that's what has really pushed me to go into the occupational therapy program and help others that are similar to myself.
We work with the Variety Children's Charity of Detroit, and they provide those limbs at a free of cost or low cost alternative. And we are also able to provide occupational therapy services to these kids so that we get to follow them through their progression of not only having them obtain this prosthesis, but also learn how to use it and apply it to their daily life.
We have what's called a limb bank, so that if a child has a hand that goes down electronically, we can swap out a hand for that hand so they don't have any downtime. Other programs, even with hooks or what have you, will be out for months. And this is a very unique situation. I can't say that I'm aware of anywhere else in the world that has this sort of a continuum of care and the backup and the expertise necessary to bring it forth.
Children's Miracle Network has supported us through grants that help pay for the glove coverings for all of our prosthetics. So again, The gloves that cover all of our socket, our terminal device, and our electronics helps both for the actual safety of the prosthesis. So if water were to splash on this, or if we're bumping into certain things, it covers all the components inside. But it's also aesthetic. So it also has lifelike nails, knuckles, and it's all skin tone matched to the kiddo that we are fitting these to. We are really trying to pursue developing a new hand and having a new prototype so that we can be able to provide kind of a tailor-made product for our kids.
We're going to be forming some partnerships with a manufacturer in particular for the development perhaps of a new hand, or at least the revision of old hands, and to bring them into the 21st century. Donors are exceptionally important, and not only through CMN or through Variety. We had the total support of the Beaumont leadership to help dedicate funds for this program so that we can continue to provide services for a very small population. It is true, perhaps only 300 kids a year are born with defects that require this stuff. But that's 300 kids that we take care of that the rest of the world doesn't.